Do I look ugly? Should I leave these on? I'm just gonna leave those on. Hi, how is everybody? So since quarantine started, I do this really cute and fun thing where once a day I will have an insane anxiety attack. Oh my God, there's a woman looking at me. I will have an insane anxiety attack around midday. Depends on what time I wake up. But midday, my body's like, what the fuck is going on? Why aren't you leaving the house, you piece of shit? You know, I take my tiny little ass down to my car. I bring a coffee, I bring snacks, I bring a jacket just in case I get cold. I bring a cute little hat. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. And I drive around until I don't feel anxious anymore, which usually takes about an hour. And then I'll park in a nice neighborhood that I cannot afford, and I'll just sit in my car. So this makes me feel like I'm going places and like doing things. So I was doing that today. And I thought I should just film a video in here. Also, I'm sitting in the passenger seat because, I don't know, there's more leg room up here. I could just, you know. So I thought that we could just sit in the car together and, hang out. I'm trying to think what gossip is there that I can tell you guys about. I love like shit talking. I have like zero integrity. So I'm going into surgery next week. And I'm kind of scared. I've never had surgery before, but definitely one of my most toxic traits is that I'm so excited to get sedated. Yes, put me to sleep. I love it. I'm gonna be out for like 4 hours. It's gonna be so nice. I always have weird things that happen to me when I sleep. Like, I have the most insane nightmares like every night. I know, go see a therapist, Jesus Christ. Okay, I also like just hanging out in these neighborhoods because maybe this is creepy, maybe I shouldn't say this. I like hanging out in neighborhoods and like really like seeing what's going on, you know? Like I saw this little Chevy pull into this driveway 20 minutes ago. Didn't see anybody get out of the car. I was like, because I was wondering who's in that car, because I'm nosy like that, you know? And I finally see this woman get out of the car 20 minutes later. Like, why was she sitting in the car for 20 minutes? Who was she texting? It probably wasn't her husband. So I make up these little scenarios in my head to like keep me busy, you know? I know what we should talk about. A new advancement in my life that has really changed the game for me. I'm gonna tell you right now. We all know who this girl is, yes? I've been using this for years. Multiple times a day, I'm unscrewing this cap. I'm trying to squeeze out the perfect amount. It's either too little or it's too much or it's melted and it goes all over my face. You know, this is a pain in the ass, but I love this lip chap. I was at the store the other day and they sell them in a stick version. Do you know how much easier this shit is to put on? Boom, done. Perfect amount every time. Do you know how many hours of my life accumulative? It's a crazy word, Megan. Do you know how many hours of my life accumulated I've probably wasted trying to squeeze the perfect amount out of this tube and screwing and unscrewing the cap? How did I not know about this? Do you guys know about this? This is my new favorite thing. Oh, another fun, oh, okay. This is what this has turned to. What's in my purse? My license, I'm not gonna show it to you because like, it's like so ugly. Okay, quick story time. A couple years ago, I was at the gas station. I'd just come back from a trip from Australia. I was doing shopping while I was there and I bought my first like big girl purchase, okay? I got a Comme des Garçons clutch purse situation that I was so excited about. It was like the most money I'd ever spent of my own money on one item. I was so excited about it. I come home less than 2 weeks later. I'm holding my little pouch. I get out of my car. I'm putting gas in my car. I put the pouch on top of my car like a fucking idiot. I get back in my car without the pouch, okay? I got in the car and I pushed to start my car because it's a push to start. You don't need the physical key. Well, that bitch was detected from the roof and I didn't know. So I start the car and I drive off. Obviously the pouch falls off my car. Obviously I have no idea because my car started, so it's not like I'm even thinking like, where are my keys, you know? I drive to my next errand, which is going to CVS. So I park my car, I stop it, I get out. I'm like, wait, where's my purse? I have to buy things in here. I don't have any, where's my money? Then I was like, oh my God, I left it at the gas station. So I get in my car and I press start to start my car and the bitch won't turn on because I don't have a key and I have no money. Thankfully, I had my phone. So I left it in the CVS parking lot. I Ubered back to the gas station, looked all around, pouch was gone. Obviously, my favorite brand new bag that I just bought with my own money, I was so proud of, gone. So I go about my business. I end up getting a new key. I'm able to go back to my car, but in my purse was a few important things. All my asthma medication that I just recently refilled since I got back into town. The pills that I have to take 3 times a day, gone. My driver's license, my social security card. Like, am I okay? Why was that in my purse? A whole bunch of cash because I just came back from Australia. So I converted my money, my keys, not only to my car, but to my house. And do you know what was on my driver's license? The address to my house. So not only does the person who took my purse have all my info, like they have access to my house. Anyway, I think nothing of it. I'm like, they aren't stealing my purse because they want to stalk me. They stole my purse because they want the money that's in it, obviously. A week goes by. Nothing happened. I'm at home one day and I get a phone call from Wells Fargo, which is a bank that I bank with. And it's a girl on the phone and she said, hi, somebody found your debit card and so they brought it back here. Do you want to come pick it up? And I was like, oh, somebody found my purse and they're being a nice citizen and they're giving it back to me. They saw that my name was on my card and that I bank with Wells Fargo, so obviously they would have a contact to me. That's so nice and that's so smart. I rush over there. I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, girl, give me my purse. And she was like, what purse? No, there was no purse. It's just your debit card. I was like, oh. She was like, I'm just gonna level with you for a second. She was like, it was a really scary man who came in and he was holding a purse, handed me the debit card with a paper clipped note to it. And she was like, well, I'm going to give her a call so you can just give me the whole purse and I'll give it back to her. And the man apparently said, I don't trust you to give this back to her, so I'm just gonna hold on to it. So I put my phone number on the piece of paper that's attached to her debit card when she comes to pick it up. And the woman working at the bank said that she really tried to convince him to give her all of my belongings and he wouldn't do it and he left. So why? So this woman says, here's the guy's phone number, and she and her other female coworkers said, I think that you should call him while you're here with us, just in case. She was like, he was kind of weird. So I call him and he doesn't answer. So I left him a really nice voicemail and I was like, hey, it's Megan. I think you found my purse. Thank you so much for going out of your way to bring my card back to Wells Fargo. I got your number. Do you want to just drop off the purse where you left my card at this Wells Fargo on Coldwater Canyon? You know, I didn't hear anything back. And so I went home. I was really excited to get my, my house keys back. I was really excited to get my social security card back because, like, apparently if you lose that, it's really bad. Truthfully, nothing has happened to me since I lost my social security card. Nobody's trying to steal my identity because I have no money. So pros and cons, pros and cons. So the next day I get a text message from this number that I called yesterday and they said, call me. I was like, okay. I called him. I was freshly 18 at this point, you guys, living on my own, okay? Let's like put this into perspective here. This man says, hi, I'm in the parking lot behind IHOP on these 2 streets. Come get your purse, and then hangs up. Does it look like I want to get kidnapped today? So I got kind of scared. I was like, why does he want me to go to a parking lot behind an IHOP to get my purse when he could just take it to the same bank that he took my other stuff to. I was like, this man wants to kill me. Like 100%, the purse does not mean that much to me anymore. You can have it. I texted him and I said, hey, I'm just like a young girl. I don't feel comfortable meeting you, a stranger, in a random parking lot. Can you please just drop off my purse at the bank that you were at the other day, and I'll Venmo you, I'll compensate you for your gas money to drive over there. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh my God, this old man is looking at me. Old people hate when people have cameras. They think everyone's spying on them. I'm gonna pretend to be on my phone right now. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna finish the story, but it looks like I'm on my phone. So I get a call from this man. He calls me. I'm hesitant to pick up because I'm scared. He starts screaming at me and he goes, you ungrateful bitch. You should be lucky that I didn't spend all your money and write down where your address is and keep your keys. At that time, I was 18. I mean, I'm still a crazy bitch, but I was a crazier bitch back then. So I yelled back. I said, why the fuck are you yelling at me? Excuse me. And he was like, you should feel lucky. And I was like, oh my God, is this man threatening me? So I said, you can keep the purse. Have fun. And I hung up. Okay? And then he kept texting me just photos of my stuff. Like, why? What did I do to you? Just keep all the money in my purse, you know? Like, just have fun with that. So I start getting all these scary text messages. So I block his number. I talk to my landlord and I'm like, I need to change the locks on my apartment because this man has my address and he has my keys. So he could literally come in and murder me if he wanted to. So she was kind of a dumb bitch. She was just like, she never listened to me, you know? She was always losing my rent checks too. Oh my God, here comes this old man again. I'm gonna pretend to be on the phone. Yeah, her name was Giselle. I would give her my rent checks and then she would text me 2 weeks later and be like, if you don't pay your rent, you're gonna get evicted. And I'm like, girl, I gave it to you already. And she's like, oh, I think I threw it away by accident. You know, like that type of girl. I called her and I was like, I need this to be done. And she was like, okay, but you can't call a locksmith yourself because the building needs to be the one to change the locks because we need to be able to have access to your apartment in case of an emergency. And I was like, okay, cool. Can you come do it now? And she was like, we can do it in a week. And I was like, that's not gonna work. I was like, I'm just gonna call a locksmith and he's gonna change the locks and I will give you a copy of the key. How about that? And she said, you can't do that. So I did that. And she ended up charging me like 500 bucks, but so I changed my locks and everything. And I never heard from this man again, but that's because I blocked my number and changed my locks. So if I hadn't have done that, say I would have went and met this man in an IHOP parking lot, do you think he would have just nicely given me back my purse? I don't think so. I think he wanted to hurt me. But yeah, story time of how I lost my driver's license because my driver's license was in there. I've been driving without a license ever since because I hate the DMV and I never ever want to go back. All I have in my purse as of now is an ID, which has been getting me by for a long time. But recently, on my 23rd birthday, which was just in May, it expired. So now I keep my passport in my purse because I can't go back to the DMV. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm not going to the DMV. I have these Altoids. I eat 90,000 of these a day. Probably really bad for my intestines. Let's see here. I have new house keys. I have my debit card that I'm going to show you without showing my number. How cute is this print? I know. I have like $6, which is kind of cool. Don't know what I'm gonna spend this on, but I like having it. What else is in here? I have one of my dad's credit cards for emergencies. Is that it? Wait, how fucking boring. What's in here? Oh, look what I have. Say cheese. I have one of these candies that you get at either at a restaurant hostess stand or your grandma's purse. I'm not gonna eat it. I just took it so I could keep it right here in the center console of my car. So I feel like my car is grandma's purse. Car tour. What's back here? I have a journal that I write my feelings in. I keep it in my car because I have this weird fear that somebody's gonna read my journal when I'm away. I don't know who would do that, why they'd care. Also, there's nothing like top secret in there, so I'm not really sure why it's such a big deal to me, but yes, I keep it in my back seat under the passenger seat. I'm gonna put on my little hat for my outro. This is my disguise that I wear when I park in wealthy neighborhoods and spy on everybody. It's pretty good, right? Would you be able to pick me out of a lineup? I don't fucking think so. Comment down below what you want to see next week, because I'm obviously running out of ideas. Actually, I'm not running out of ideas. To be able to run out of ideas, you needed to previously had ideas, and I've never had ideas. So help me out, maybe. I love you. Bye. Oh my God. There's a bee outside my window.